basic structural and functional unit of life is tissue, organ, cell, system. The correct answer is option C, cell. The cell is the smallest unit that performs all vital functions of life. The study of structure of body parts is called physiology, anatomy, histology, cytology. The correct answer is option B, anatomy. Anatomy deals with structure of organs and body parts. The study of functions of body parts is called anatomy, physiology, cytology, histology. The correct answer is option B, physiology. Physiology explains how different organs work and maintain life. Which system controls and coordinates body function? Digestive system, nervous system, circulatory system, skeletal system. The correct answer is option B, nervous system. Nervous system regulates all voluntary and involuntary actions. Which organ filters blood and forms urine? Liver, kidney, lung, heart. The correct answer is option B, kidney. Kidney removes waste and maintains water balance. The heart is made up of which muscle? Skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, voluntary muscle. The correct answer is option C, cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is involuntary and found only in the heart. The largest organ of the body is brain, liver, skin, heart. The correct answer is option C, skin. Skin covers the body and protects internal organs. How many bones are in the adult human body? 200, 206, 210, 215. The correct answer is option B, 206. The adult skeleton has 206 bones. The smallest bone in the body is femur, stapes, radius, and the correct answer is option B, stapes. The stapes is located in the middle ear. The largest bone in the body, humerus, femur, tibia, radius. The correct answer is option B, femur. Femur thigh bone is the longest and strongest bone. Which organ pumps blood throughout the body? Brain, lungs, heart, liver. The correct answer is option C, heart. The heart acts as a muscular pump. Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla, pons. The correct answer is option B, cerebellum. The cerebellum helps maintain posture and balance. Red blood cells are formed in liver, bone marrow, spleen, kidney. The correct answer is option B, bone marrow. Bone marrow produces RBCs through erythropoiesis. Which part of the respiratory system is known as the voice box? Pharynx, trachea, larynx, bronchi. The correct answer is option C, larynx. The larynx contains vocal cords that produce sound. The functional unit of the kidney is neuron, alveolus, nephron, glomerulus. The correct answer is option C, nephron. Nephron filters blood and forms urine. The diaphragm separates heart and lungs, thoracic and abdominal cavities, stomach and intestine, lungs and trachea. The correct answer is option B, thoracic and abdominal cavities. The diaphragm is a muscular partition for breathing. The diaphragm is a muscular partition for breathing. Normal human body temperature is 96 degree Fahrenheit, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, 100 degree Fahrenheit, 99.2 degree Fahrenheit. The correct answer is option E, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Normal average body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Which blood cells helps in clotting? RBCs, WBCs, platelets, plasma. The correct answer is option C, platelets. Platelets release factors that help form clots. Which gland is called the master gland? Thyroid gland, pituitary gland, adrenal gland, pineal gland. The correct answer is option B, pituitary gland. Pituitary controls other endocrine glands. Which part of the cell controls heat activities? Cytoplasm, nucleus, cell wall, ribosome. The correct answer is option B, nucleus. The nucleus contains genetic material, DNA. Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? Veins, arteries, capillaries, venules. The correct answer is option B, arteries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the body tissue. Which blood vessels bring blood back to the heart? Arteries, veins, capillaries, arterioles. The correct answer is option B, veins. Veins return deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Which organ produces insulin? Liver, pancreas, kidney, gallbladder. The correct answer is option B, pancreas. The pancreas secretes insulin to control blood sugar levels. How many chambers does the human heart have? 2, 3, 4, 5. The correct answer is option C, 4. The heart has 2 atria, 2 ventricles. The main function of the white blood cells is carry oxygen, fight infection from clots, carry nutrients. The correct answer is option B, fight infection. WBCs protect the body from the bacteria and viruses. The human brain is protected by skin, cranium, spinal cord, skull muscles. The correct answer is option B, cranium. The cranium surrounds the and protects the brain. How many pairs of ribs does a normal human have? 10, 11, 12, 13. The correct answer is option C, 12. Human have 12 pairs, 24 ribs total, protecting the chest cavity. Which organ helps in exchange of gases? Lung, kidney, liver, heart. The correct answer is option A, lungs. Lungs exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with blood. The smallest unit of nervous system is brain, spinal cord, neuron, nerve. The correct answer is option C, neuron. A neuron transmits messages throughout the nervous system. The outermost layer of the skin is called dermis, epidermis, hypodermis, endodermis. The correct answer is option B, epidermis. The epidermis is the thin outer protective layer of the skin. How many cranial nerves are there? 10 pairs, 12 pairs, 14 pairs, 15 pairs. The correct answer is option B, 12 pairs. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves connecting brain to the body parts. Which is the largest gland in the human body? Pancreas, thyroid, liver, adrenal. The correct answer is option C, liver. The liver is the largest gland performing many metabolic functions. The spinal cord is a part of central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, endocrine system, skeletal system. The correct answer is option A, central nervous system. The brain and spinal cord together form the central nervous system. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering it? Retina, lens, iris, cornea. The correct answer is option C, iris. The iris adjusts the pupil size to control light entry. The functional unit of nervous system is nephron, neuron, axon, brain. The correct answer is option B, neuron. Neuron carry messages through electrical impulses. Which part of the brain controls heartbeat and breathing? Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, hypothalamus. The correct answer is option C, medulla oblongata. The medulla regulate vital involuntary actions like breathing. Which type of joint is present in the shoulder? Hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint, leading joint. The correct answer is option B, ball and socket joint. This joint allows movement in all directions. What is the main function of the digestive system? Blood circulation, breathing, breakdown, food for energy, hormone production. The correct answer is option C, breakdown food for energy. The digestive system converts food into nutrients and energy. Which organ helps in oxygen exchange during respiration? Trachea, bronchi, lungs, diaphragm. The correct answer is option C, lungs. Lungs are the main organs of respiration. Which organ stores bile? Liver, pancreas, gallbladder, stomach. The correct answer is option C, gallbladder. The gallbladder stores and releases bile for fat digestion. The structural and functional unit of the lung is bronchi, alveolus, trachea, diaphragm. The correct answer is option B, alveolus. Alveoli are small air sacs where gas exchange occurs. Which organ produces red blood cells before birth? Bone marrow, liver, kidney, spleen. The correct answer is option B, liver. In the fetus, the liver forms red blood cells before birth. Which part of the ear maintains body balance? Cochlea, eardrum, semicircular canals, pinna. The correct answer is option C, semicircular canals. These canals sense movement and help maintain balance. The main function of the skeletal system is digestion, protection and support, circulation, hormone control. The correct answer is option B, protection and support. The skeletal gives shape and protects internal organs. The smallest unit of muscle is sacromeres, myofibril, actin, myosin. The correct answer is option C, sacromeres. Sacromere is the basic contractile unit of muscle fiber. Which vitamin is produced in the skin with the sunlight exposure? Vitamin A, B, vitamin C, D. The correct answer is option D, vitamin D. Sunlight helps the skin produce vitamin D. Which organ is responsible for filtering and cleaning blood? Heart, liver, kidney, pancreas. The correct answer is option C, kidney. Kidney remove waste and excess fluid from blood. Which part of the digestive system absorbs most nutrients? Stomach, small intestine, large intestine, esophagus. The correct answer is option B, small intestine. The small intestine absorbs nutrients from digested food. Which blood group is called the universal donor? A. Blood group B, AB, O negative. The correct answer is option D, O negative. O negative blood can be given to anyone in emergency. Which blood group is called the universal recipient? AB, AB, O. Which blood group is called the universal recipient? A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, O. The correct answer is option C, AB. AB blood group can receive blood from all other groups. Which organ secretes bile? Pancreas, stomach, liver, gallbladder. The correct answer is option C, liver. The liver produces bile for digestion of fats. The tube connecting the mouth and stomach is trachea, pharynx, esophagus, larynx. The correct answer is option C, esophagus. The esophagus carries food to the stomach. Which part of the brain regulates body temperature? Cerebrum, hypothalamus, cerebellum, medulla. The correct answer is option B, hypothalamus. The hypothalamus maintains internal body temperature. Which part of the male reproductive system produces sperm? Prostate gland, penis, testes, urethra. The correct answer is option C, testes. Testes produce sperm and male hormone testosterone. Which part of the female reproductive system produces eggs? Fallopian tube, ovary, uterus, cervix. The correct answer is option B, ovary. Ovaries releases ovum and female hormones. Which muscle helps in breathing? Diaphragm, heart muscle, tongue muscle, jaw muscle. The correct answer is option A, diaphragm. The diaphragm controls and relaxes to control breathing. What is the normal pH of human blood? 6.8, 7.0, 7.4, 8.0. The correct answer is option C, 7.4. The normal blood pH is slightly alkaline, around 7.35 to 7.45. Which organ is known as control center of the body? Heart, brain, lungs, spinal cord. The correct answer is option B, brain. The brain controls all body activities and responses. Which part of the body contains the femur bone? Arm, leg, skull, chest. The correct answer is option B, leg. The femur is the thigh bone, longest in the human body. Which organ is responsible for pumping blood in body? Lungs, liver, heart, kidney. The correct answer is option C, heart. The heart acts as a muscular pump to circulate blood. Which part of the human skeleton protects the brain? Ribcage, skull, spine, pelvis. The correct answer is option B, skull. The skull encloses and protects the brain from injury. Which joint connects the upper arm bone to the shoulder? Hinge, pivot joint, ball and socket joint, threading joint. The correct answer is option C, ball and socket joint. The shoulder joint allows free movement in all directions. What is the main function of hemoglobin? Blood clotting, carry oxygen, fight infection, absorb nutrients. The correct answer is option B, carry oxygen. Hemoglobin in red blood cells bind and carries oxygen. Which organ in the body breaks down alcohol? Kidney, liver, heart, lungs. The correct answer is option B, liver. The liver detoxifies harmful substances like alcohol. Which part of the eye is sensitive to light? Cornea, retina, iris, lens. The correct answer is option B, retina. The retina has light sensitive cells, rods and cones. What is the main function of large intestine? Absorb nutrients, absorb water, digest protein, store bile. The correct answer is option B, absorb water. The large intestine absorbs water and forms fecus. Which organ is located in the left upper side of the abdomen? Liver, stomach, kidney, pancreas. The correct answer is option B, stomach. The stomach lies mainly in the left upper abdominal region. Which fluid protects the brain and spinal cord? Blood plasma, lymph, cerebrospinal fluid, synovial fluid. The correct answer is option C, CSF. Cerebrospinal fluid cushions the brain and spinal cord from shock. Which part of the body controls reflex actions? Brain, spinal cord, cerebrum, cerebellum. The correct answer is option B, spinal cord. Reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord automatically. The main organ of the circulatory system is heart, lung, liver, brain. The correct answer is option A, heart. The heart pumps blood to the all body parts through vessels. The main function of sweat gland is to control body temperature, produce oil, secrete hormones, filter blood. The correct answer is option A, control body temperature. Sweat helps cool the body and removes waste. Which is the main organ of urinary system? Bladder, kidney, ureter, urethra. The correct answer is option B, kidney. Kidney form urine and maintain fluid balance. Which part of the digestive system starts the digestion of starch? Stomach, mouth, small intestine, esophagus. Mouth. The correct answer is option B, mouth. Saliva contains amylase which breaks down starch. Which bone form the backbone? Ribs, vertebrae, femur, humerus. The correct answer is option B, vertebrae. The backbone is made up of 33 vertebrae. Which organ helps in speech production? Tongue, larynx, epiglottis, pharynx. The correct answer is option B, larynx. The larynx voice box contains vocal cords for speech. Which muscle is involuntary? Biceps, triceps, heart muscle, leg muscle. The correct answer is option C, heart muscle. The cardiac heart muscle work automatically. Which organ produces digestive enzymes and hormones? Pancreas, liver, stomach, spleen. The correct answer is option is pancreas. The pancreas produces enzymes for digestion and insulin hormone. What is the largest artery in human body? Pulmonary artery, aorta, carotid artery, renal artery. The correct answer is option B, aorta. The aorta carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the body. Which part of the brain is responsible for intelligence and thinking? Cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla, hypothalamus. The correct answer is option A, cerebrum. Cerebrum controls learning, memory, and reasoning. Which part of the human brain controls emotions and memories? Cerebrum, cerebellum, limbic system, medulla. The correct answer is option C, limbic system. The limbic system regulates emotion and stores memories. Which gland is located in the neck region? Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pineal gland. The correct answer is option B, thyroid gland. Thyroid gland lies in the neck and controls metabolism. What is the main function of endocrine system? Food digestion, hormone secretion, body movement, filtration of blood. The correct answer is option B, hormone secretion. The exocrine glands secrete hormones that control body function. Which part of the blood carries oxygen? White blood cells, plasma, platelets, red blood cells. The correct answer is option D, red blood cells. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin which carry oxygen. Which organ produces digestive acid? Small intestine, liver, stomach, pancreas. The correct answer is option C, stomach. The stomach secretes hydrochloric acid for digestion. Which gland is known as emergency gland? Pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, pineal. The correct answer is option C, adrenal gland. Adrenal gland secretes adrenaline. Which gland is known as emergency gland? Pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, pineal. The correct answer is option C, adrenal. Adrenal gland secretes adrenaline during stress or emergency. Which part of the brain connects it with the spinal cord? Cerebrum, medulla oblongata, pons, hypothalamus. The correct answer is option B, medulla oblongata. The medulla links brain and spinal cord and controls vital functions. The bone protecting the heart and lungs is called skull, sternum, spine, pelvis. The correct answer is option B, sternum. The sternum breastbone protect the chest organs. Which organ is responsible for producing urine? Liver, kidney, pancreas, bladder. The correct answer is option B, kidney. Kidney filter blood and produce urine. Which organ temporarily stores urine? Urethra, bladder, kidney. The correct answer is option C, bladder. The urinary bladder stores urine until excretion. What is the main function of white blood cells? Transport oxygen, form blood clot, fight infection, absorb nutrients. The correct answer is option C, fight infection. Which organ helps in sound detection and balance? Eye, nose, ear, skin. The correct answer is option C, ear. The ear is responsible for hearing and balance. Which organ forms insulin in the body? Liver, pancreas, kidney, spleen. The correct answer is option B, pancreas. The pancreas secretes insulin for blood sugar control. The main function of lymph is to transport oxygen, fight infection, and remove waste, digest food, form blood clots. The correct answer is option B, fight infection and remove waste. Lymph carries immune cells and removes cellular waste. Which system includes the skin, hair, and nails? Skeletal system, integumentary system, endocrine system, muscular. The correct answer is option B, integumentary system. This system protects the body from external harm. Which bone is present in upper arm? Femur, tibia, humerus, radius. The correct answer is option C, humerus. The humerus connects the shoulder to the elbow. Which bone is present in upper arm? Femur, tibia, humerus, radius. The correct answer is option C, humerus. The humerus connects the shoulder to the elbow. Which bone is present in upper arm? Femur, tibia, humerus, radius. The correct answer is option C, humerus. The humerus connects the shoulder to the elbow. Which structure connects muscle to bones? Ligaments, cartilage, tendons, joints. The correct answer is option C, tendons. Tendons attach muscle to bones, allowing movement. Which structure connects bone to bones? Ligaments, cartilage, tendons, muscles. The correct answer is option A, ligaments. Ligaments join bones together at joints. What is the main function of red blood cells? Clotting, carry oxygen, defend body, produce hormones. The correct answer is option B, carry oxygen. RBC transport oxygen from lungs to body tissues. Which system carries oxygen and nutrients to all body parts? Respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, nervous system. The correct answer is option C, circulatory system. The circulatory system delivers oxygen, nutrients, and removes waste. Thank you all.